Hey, welcome back here to Woods Sports Gaming. Our Iowa Saints are 3-3 after they got a big victory over the Dodgers yesterday. They're going to be taking on the Dodgers in Game 3 of this three-game set. They've split so far. Kyle Arnold, the lefty, will take the hill, who did not give up a run in 6 innings in his first outing. Looks to continue to build off of that, but he's going to be going against Yoshi Yamamoto from the Dodgers. Can the Saints go to 4-3, get a game over 500 before they take their
MLB The Show's
count on
coverage
the
of
road?
Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the LA Dodgers and the Saints.
So make sure you hit that like button, share with a friend, and subscribe to that channel if you've not done so. And as always, grab the popcorn, maybe a soda, sit back and enjoy the game right here on Woods Sports Gaming.
Kyle Arnold will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And stepping in, Mookie Betts. He will lead this one off today. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Popped him up. Henderson backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting second.
A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He won the National League Hank Aaron Award last year. That goes to the heck of a hitter.
Standing in now, Miguel Rojas. High in the air out to center field. Pee-wee is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He went deep in the contest last night. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. On to the bottom of the first now with no score. Yu Yamamoto will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Now at the plate here is Gunnar Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Comes back with a fastball. Law Club as they enter play here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Roll, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Tyler Pee-wee. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And he pops it up back behind second base. Edman ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Into the box now, David Woods. Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Tucker, swinging it well in the series so far at a 4-for-10 clip. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Country boy has it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Next up for Los Angeles, Will Smith. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball. Blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Next to hit is number 44. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. The 1-1 is strike 2, swinging.
1-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2. To short. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll go to the... Striding in is Shane Woods. The 1-1.
No, inside.
Can't find the zone there as he lays next. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled off. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Next to dig in, Matt Country Boy. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Dig in next, Danny Country Boy. Base runner at first with 1 out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
2 down with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. The 3-1 pitch.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Now, he's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound.
It's down for extra bases, and the Dodgers have their first hit of the game. And this throw gets away from him. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. So stepping in is Kike Hernandez, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
The 1-1 pitch to short, hit hard, and that's the first out.
Batting 9th, the left fielder, number 23, Michael Conforto.
So now here is Michael Conforto looking to put them ahead early with this at bat. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out to make the play for out.
The shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Brent Rooker. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now to bat, Kalen Moore. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Two and one.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Rooker gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching, because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
To the plate now, Gunnar Henderson. That's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler Pee-wee.
Now at the plate, Tyler Pee-wee, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Into the box, Miguel Rojas.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike.
Fouled away. Swing and a line drive. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
At the plate now, Freddie Freeman. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
At the plate, Kyle Tucker. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And they take the lead. It's gone. Right field, 4th home run here in the early going. And the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Standing in now, Will Smith. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And this is foul tipped at the plate directly off the arm of the home plate umpire. And folks, there's no padding up there. That's going to hurt. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So next to bat will be number 44. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1 home. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, David Woods. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now. Back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about him. In now, Shane Woods. And it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in will be Matt Country Boy. Worked a walk his first time up. He's running. Swing and a little tapper. Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Next, it'll be Danny Edwards. Flew out last time up. Woods at second with 2 down. Lays off 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
He loses him on ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. Popped him up. Country boy over to his right. 1 out.
Now batting, the right fielder, TK Hernandez.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. The 1-1.
Ball inside.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1 comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Three and 1 to the Dodgers left fielder. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's fouled away. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that, AB, right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Aaron Ashby will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. So now to the plate, Mookie Betts. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Fouled off. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
To the plate now, Miguel Rojas. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon. Alex Vesia will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. And now here is Brent Rooker. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hernandez has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Kalen Moore.
Next to hit, Kalen Moore comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 1 out, nobody on. Three and 1.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gunnar Henderson. He flew out in his last AB. The 1-1 home. And that misses 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman Freddie Freeman. Here it comes. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the sixth.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Kyle Tucker will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the blows of the ball game to this point. 1-1. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Into the box now, Will Smith. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate, number 44. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Freeman stands at second with 2 gone. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the. Brock Stewart enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Now into the box, Tyler Pee-wee, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Now at the plate is David Woods, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
High in the air, deep down the left field line. A ball that's carrying. And he makes the catch in the corner. Stepping in next, Shane Woods. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
At bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Two and 2 the count. Now the pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no one.
Right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
At the plate now, Matt Country Boy. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Working on hanging another 0. The pitch fouled away. Now another 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 3, and that ends the inning. Nick Anderson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Nick Anderson.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Inside ball 1.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. In there, a base hit. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
The right fielder, number 8, PK Hernandez.
In now, Kike Hernandez. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here's the 1-2. Edman leads off second with nobody out. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 now. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box, Mookie Betts.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Jack Perkins is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Miguel Rojas will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with the runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. And there's a base hit on the line. The throw home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
So now to the plate, Freddie Freeman. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Pee Wee is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he misses 2-1.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 3-1 taken on the outside corner for strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Now batting, the catcher, Will.
Here now is Will Smith. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Two and 2, the Dodgers catcher. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Dodgers out in front, 5. Brusdar Graterol gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Danny Edwards. And he takes a called strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here's the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. I might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Ryan Mountcastle. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Swing and a shot toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cole Sands has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Cole.
And now, number 44. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder coming on. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Next to stand in is Tommy Edman. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 8, TK Hernandez.
So now into the box is Kike Hernandez. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Here it comes. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down order, but they hold a 5. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Kalen Moore. In the air now, out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gunnar Henderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 1-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Pajas comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The center fielder, number 6, Tyler Pee-wee.
So now to the plate, Tyler Pee-wee, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Lays on top, 5-0. Number 60 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 60.
So here is Michael Conforto. He doubled his last time up.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here now the 2-2. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
Standing in now, Mookie Betts. No outs, nobody on. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. Oh, what a stop! Wow!
Great diving stop down there at first to get the out. If that ball gets to the outfield, the whole complexion of this inning drastically changes.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Another payoff pitch. Rolled slowly to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Kyle Tucker.
Now to the plate is the Dodgers' designated hitter, Kyle Tucker. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Betts at third with 2 away. Up high, 2-1 now. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Two pitch is fouled away. Fouled off. Line to the right side, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. One scores in the inning. Tanner Scott is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. All set for the bottom of the 9th, and set to go is the third baseman, David Woods. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Fouled away.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Left side. Scooped up. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And that just looked like a really tough play right there. Had a little trouble getting it out of his glove, and it cost him. It made all the difference right there, boys. He had to be perfect with the speed getting down the line.
Into the box, Shane Woods, and he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Grounder down the line at third. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Los Angeles Dodgers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Alex Vesia claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website,
All right, guys, let's go wrap it up here for this game. The Iowa Saints drop it 6-0 to the Dodgers in a heartfelt game where they only had 3 hits. What a rough day to end the series with the Dodgers. But they'll have to shake it off as they go on the road to take the Astros for 3 and the Diamondbacks for 2 before coming back home to take Detroit on in a series. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay up to date with the Iowa Saints franchise right here on Wood Sports Gaming. And remember, we do not own the rights to the content to this game. They are owned to MLB and San Diego Studios. Thank you again and enjoy. And we'll see you next time right here on Woods Sports Gaming.